And welcome in, everyone, to our coverage of Day 4 of the 2025 USTA Billie Jean King Girls 16s and 18s National Championships. Alex Gruskin here. We kick off our coverage with a round of 32 Girls 18 singles battle. This is when things start to get serious. On the court, on your screen, you see the number 11 seed, Christasha McNeil, the current #1 player in her class. According to tennisrecruiting.net, the Texas commit, your number 11 overall seed, she's taken on rising junior Anita 2. Roll the balls out. Let's play some tennis. McNeil serving first. Get that service marker correct for you. And we are off and racing. Talk about the implications of this event. Again, the biggest one on the American Junior Tennis calendar each and every season. McNeil out of Lindenhurst, New York. Recent graduate training at the John McEnroe Tennis Academy. That'll work. McNeil, the current number 47 junior in the ITF junior rankings as well. So the credentials are clear. Of course, yesterday it was Anita 2, though, who pulled off one of our upsets of the day. She beat last year's girls 16s champion, a 17 seed in this year's 18s draw, Ishika Shar. So we're off and running. McNeil to hold 4-1 love. All of these matches, of course, in the main draw, 2 out of 3 sets, advantage scoring, full third set. And why that full third set? Well, it's because of the stakes for this year's Billie Jean King and every year's Billie Jean King National Championship event. A reminder of what we're playing for. Girls 18 singles champion going to be awarded a main draw wild card into the U.S. Open women's singles competition. They announced today the largest prize pool ever for those who participate in the U.S. Open. Believe that first round purse, even if you get eliminated round number 1. I want to double check this statistic quickly just to make sure I don't get it incorrect. But yeah, you get eliminated round 1, $110,000 paycheck. Not too shabby. Of course, the singles finalist going to get a spot in the U.S. Open qualifying draw. 3rd, 4th, 5th place. We'll see them in New York for the juniors event. Stakes are high. The pressure rising. Anita 2, the rising junior here, serving her opening service game of the opening set. Those of you unfamiliar with Anita 2, rising junior, class of 2027 out of Melbourne, Florida. Number 12 in her class currently, has been ranked as high as 3. It's been ranked as high as 2, excuse me, that was back last season. think she missed it. I think I saw the hand go up for McNeil. Yeah, it's really well done. Anita, too, finding the outer third, the shape of those forehands. Again, the high and heavy inside out to buy herself a little time. Quickens up the racket speed for the cross-court angle. It's going to be a good one. All right. Showing off the firepower early. Show you that, Tasha McNeil inside out forehand one more time. Again, it's good depth on the return. And then just the full acceleration. All right. 11 seed's got the firepower. She's got herself a little bit of a look here in the opening service game of 2. Anita, too, puts the hold on the board. Oh. That's exceptional. Really fun level to start this one, and I think that's the key. You see Anita, too, already targeting in on that McNeil backhand wing. I thought this backhand line was going to be good enough for her to take advantage from there, but I don't know if even Anita, too, thought the angle was going to be that good. I think who's going to execute that backhand line better, keep the other honest? great depth. Guest right in a heck of a pass off the racket of Anita, too. Gives her the first breakpoint opportunity of the match, as we'll show you that one more time. Split step. Showed one way, pushes the other. Clean contact on the backhand pass. A testament to just, hey, force him to make that volley, whomever the opponent may be. It's the opening break for Anita, too, the rising junior. Strong start, just doing enough, an answer for everything Christasha McNeil has thrown at her. 2 out in front, 2-1 opening set. Again, you look at some of the past champions of this event, the success they are already having out in the professional world. Eva Jovic, Katie Volinets, Ashlyn Kruger, all career highs inside the top 100. Of course, Kruger right now inside the top 35. Jovic, one of just 5 teenagers in the world inside the WTA top 100 singles rankings. Heck, Eva Jovic could still play the event this season, but she's going to get into the U.S. Open on her own ranking. So leave that wild card for someone else, I suppose. Of course, Alyssa Ahn, former 16s champion, seeded in this year's 18s draw, dare I say. I don't want to say one of the favorites, because you've got Julieta Pareja, the top junior in the world, Akasha Irobo, your top seed, but she's on the short list. Ishikara Shah again knocked out yesterday by Anita, too. So last year's 16s champion will have to wait another season to try her throw this name on this prestigious list once more, a list that includes all the greats. Capriati, Austin, Davenport, Bellis, Kennan, you name it, they all filtered through this event. Anita, too, trying to put her name on that short list of great players. The rising junior serving with the early 2-1 break lead. Yeah, I think she did just miss it. No argument from 2 on the miss hit. Like the change of pace on the approach there from McNeil. Did just enough with that backhand slice. Not a break a serve till you hold the consolidate, right? That's the forehand McNeil wants to hit. Decisive stuff from the 18-year-old. Good depth on the return of serve. Love the height to buy herself some time. And then, yeah, it's just full acceleration. It's a big cut. It's a return she'd certainly want back. Again, has to be aggressive with that forehand. That's the McNeil game. We've learned that here in the first 15, 20 minutes of play. Needed to, doing all the little things right so far. A game point chance for 3-1. Has to just keep slugging away. Working the forehand so wonderfully, too. So far on the back foot. Breakpoint chance right back for the 11th seed. Yeah, it's really well done. Back to deuce we go, as we'll show you that one more time. It was all about that first forehand, right? The depth, the pace, the elevation over the net. Deep into that meal backhand corner. All she could really do was shovel it. And from there, too, was able to attack back to deuce. Frustration starting to set in. It's the balancing act for McNeil. Has to keep firing. Gonna want to cut down the errors, of course, moving forward. think that's the most important shot for her today, that forehand cross-court from 2. You could tell McNeil wants to be on that ad side, hitting the forehand out. The way you keep her honest is by pushing her into that forehand corner. It also opens up that ad side, that backhand wing. 2 just executing really well to start. Cements the break lead, 3-1 opening set. No, that volley came back. I was going to say, if she's executing the volley like that, she's in real good shape moving forward. Think that one, though, left a little short. That's the forehand, a great response. Can't let the doubt creep in if you're McNeil. Yeah, a few errors early, but just got to keep swinging. That forehand's the biggest weapon on the court. All of her pathways to victory certainly run through that wing. It's a nice response from the 11 seed. Christasha McNeil puts the hold on the board still. It's Anita 2, the rising junior, out in front. 3-2 opening set. Alex Gruskin here. You got a lot of good matches on the board today. Tough to pick a favorite. Round of 32 action, of course, in the girls' 18 singles draw. You've got round of 16 action in the girls' 16 singles draw. Seeing if we've got any results already registered on the day. Our quarterfinalists, are they set? Let's find out. You look at the round of 32. In fact, yeah. Round of 16. All of our matches still out on court. Battles everywhere. Ooh, fascinating to see. If you didn't see last night, your number 2 seed, Armira Kokinas, knocked out by 17-seeded Eileen Chen. That was a very fun 3-set, well over 2-hour battle. So number 2 seed got knocked out yesterday. 7th-seeded Julia Severson, knocked out by 33-seed Nicole Davlechina, 6-4, 6-3. 4th-seeded Paige Wygotsky did escape a 7-6, 7-6 victory for her. I believe your number 3 seed got knocked out, was forced to retire, unfortunately, due to an injury. So some seeds fallen yesterday In the girls' 16 singles draw. Of course, you look at the girls' 18s. Most of your top dogs still alive, all in action here today with our round of 32 spread out across the Barnes Tennis Center. Right now, we're locked in on this battle. Unseeded Anita 2, already knocked out 1 seed. 3-2, she's up a break opening set. Look at that. Disguised it so well, didn't she? Went a little off speed with the backhand. Just probably slightly too safe of a target there. McNeil able to connect on the pass. Tough volley for 2 to handle. It's a good rhythm. Physical match this round of 32 battle. Dare I say, has 3 sets written all over it. Worth noting, McNeil, of course, did have that breakpoint chance in the last Anita 2 service game. This first set far from finished. And now it's 2 breakpoint chances. 18-year-old right back slowing things down in this return game. One she'll want back, certainly, but another breakpoint chance coming up. Why not take a swing? Big serve from Anita 2 there. To deuce we go. She's found all the answers, this rising junior. just like that. To game point she goes. That's why I go back. That missed return, 1540. That was really her best look, wasn't it? You just never know when the windows will close in this sport. Now we're talking. What a response. Not much you can do behind that forehand. Once again, finds herself in a tricky spot, yet Anita, too, fights off break point. She holds, stays out in front. 4-2 opening set. It's just the totality of things the Rising Junior can do. What's the weakness? No glaring spot for McNeil to attack. No glaring spot for her to guarantee herself forehands. If she can execute the forehand, I still stand by. I think it's the biggest weapon on the court, but no easy ways to find it. Yeah, that's too good. Come on. That's the forehand I'm talking about. She's going to hit the ball like that. She's going to have her chances. And again, easy to say from the comforts of the broadcast booth. If you're Christasha McNeil, you can't panic. You've had breakpoint chances in each of Anita 2's last 2 service games. The opportunities will come. It's can she capitalize as they continue to develop? That's why I think we're in for a fun one. Another well-executed +1. It's the backhand line That's a shot she owns. We've seen it a couple of times now. Game point chances for McNeil to at least keep asking questions. Downright perfect service game off the racket of Christasha McNeil. Great response to number 11 seed. Holds at love 4-3-4. Show you that one more time. Come on. Still teenagers that are executing this well. It's the best of the best. The best juniors in the American junior tennis world all descending upon San Diego. Of course, the Barnes Tennis Center, our beautiful host. We're once again not a cloud in the sky in San Diego. Looking at the weather report I've got for us all here today. 76 degrees, sunny, little humid, but minimal wind. You love that. Perfect place not just for these players, but of course college coaches across the country all congregating to see the talent on display. And certainly so many of these players do go on to such great successes. Obviously showing you the past champions. We talked about the pro tennis ties, but 2022 champion, of course, Elena Yu, rising junior for the Duke women's tennis program. You see those 2023 18s doubles champions, Kate Faki, Olivia Senner. They, of course, made the NCAA doubles final last season. Tatum Evans, Reese Brantmeyer, killing it over at North Carolina. A lot of fun names on the list. So many of them finding success at all different avenues of the tennis world. This has been a really high level. It's what you'd expect as we reach the business end of things, inch closer and closer to that final, where that U.S. Open main draw wild card is, of course, on the line. It's Anita 2, the rising junior out of Melbourne, Florida. 4-3, she leads, serving opening set. Now she finds the pass as well. Full-fledged opportunity for a third consecutive service game for Christasha McNeil, but can she capitalize? That's the question. McNeil going to give it a second look. No call going to change. Return sails a little on her, and that's been the issue. Those misses long on those returns, misses in the net. Giving herself a little more margin here. Yeah, missed that one. It sailed on her. All right, to 30 all we go. it's another break point chance for McNeil. Can she find a way to capitalize? Has yet to so far in this opening set. And it's the double fault that ultimately hands McNeil the break back. And maybe that's just the break she was looking for, metaphorically as well as literally. That's the depth, that's the pace. That's the game Christasha McNeil has ridden to, again, #1 recruit according to tennisrecruiting.net in her class. Soon to be Texas Longhorn, top 50 junior in the world, top 800 pro ranking. Despite all those accolades, the 11th seed, it just speaks to the depth in this year's field. Yeah. Yep. One step forward, one step back. Riding the ups and downs of the forehand, McNeil. Massive opportunity here to really grab momentum for the first time in this set. I think I saw the finger go up for Anita, too. That one late to wide, so it is a break point chance right back for the rising junior. Breakpoint fought off. A frustrated Christasha McNeil after all of that work hands the break right back to Anita, too. So in the end, the rising junior will have the opportunity to serve for the opening set. And maybe, just maybe, you see the nerves of the moment. How could you not feel the nerves? It's the most significant event on the junior calendar. Wild cards up for grabs to New York, and whether it's an opportunity to compete in the women's singles draw, whether it's an opportunity to compete in the junior girls singles draw. Just an opportunity to be amongst the best of the best. If you're in the juniors event, you're still in the same locker room. You'll get to see the Coco Gauffs, the Arena Sabalenkas, the Iga Swiatek's, the Madison Keys of the world. Obviously, again, in the junior event, you'll get to compete amongst the best. There are already plenty of Americans, given their high ITF junior rankings, who have clinched their spots into that junior event. But again, top 5 finishers, you're all headed to New York. Of course, the girls' 16s champion gets that junior singles main draw wild card as well. And again, junior girls 16s action. Round of 16 play currently underway across the grounds of the Barnes Tennis Center here. Get you up to date with results as soon as we have them. In the meantime, it's crunch time. Anita 2. She's been up for the majority, if not all, of this set, right? Got that break for 2-1. Hasn't looked back. 5-4. She will now serve for the opening set. And sailed off a racket. All right. They'll have a discussion. I, too, thought it missed wide. It was close, certainly. All those will be, but I thought it just leaked a little bit. And right back comes McNeil. Huh. The defense here from McNeil, back pushed against the wall. She's in survival mode in this opening set. And what does she do? She slows things down again. Forces Anita 2 to have to create. 2 goes long. It's 2 break points coming up. Oh, I love that play from 2 to get forward. McNeil lined it up beautifully, just into the net tape. That forehand pass goes. First break point fought off. Yeah, frustrated McNeil certainly sees 2 break points come and go. Another break point chance coming up.
Hello. How's that? Okay. Enjoy San Diego. See you now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think she found the line. I think that was good. No, it was not. Anita 2 goes a little long, so McNeil breaks. First set carries on, 5-all. comes two. Yeah, just left that slice hanging. I think she had more time than she thought. Loose choice, certainly, off the racket of Anita, too. McNeil there to capitalize. Get right back to it we go. Break, point chances once again for Anita, too. She'll serve for the first set again. Anita, too, finds the break. Can she find the hold? If she can, she'll grab an opening set on her quest to pull off another upset here in the draw. 6-5, the rising junior from Melbourne, Florida leads. Alex Gruskin here. Appreciate all of you joining us. Certainly looking at the draws. Seeing if we've got any new results I can inform all of you of. Of course, it's round of 16 Wednesday for the girls 16. So far, no results inputted, excuse me. Now, we still have some matches that haven't started. In fact, the earliest of the girls 16's matches starting at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's currently 2:12. So yeah, those matches are just getting underway. Again, round of 16 day for the girls 16 singles draw. Again, it's round of 32 for the girls 18s. A bunch of matches currently on court, but again, all of these matches starting in the last 75 minutes. So we got a while. And certainly if the pace of this match is indicative of what we might be seeing elsewhere, this is moving day, right? This is where you reach the business end of the event. This is where the talent discrepancy narrows. The pathway to a title becomes real. You're like, well, I'm already here for half the week. Might as well make it to the end, right? Fascinating back and forth here again. When pushed back against the wall, McNeil has slowed things down, put more balls in play, forced Anita 2 to create. Does she turn back to that strategy here? Does the rising junior 2 find a way to take slightly bigger cuts? Let's find out. 6-5, opening set. Oh, come on. Good loses to great. I love the play moving forward here from McNeil. Fantastic backhand cross court to open up this down the line opportunity. Maybe she played the target a hair safe, but it's just a perfect passing shot from two. Perfect close. Sets up 3 set point chances. Opening set, Anita 2. The upset alert siren blares off for the first time here today as the number 11 seed, the number 1 recruit in her class, according to tennisrecruiting.net's most recent Babylon recruiting list. Christasha McNeil of Lindenhurst, New York, in a little bit of trouble. She had plenty of chances in set number 1. You're a fool if you think she's just going to go away here in set 2, but Anita 2. Rising junior out of Melbourne, Florida, has been ranked as high as number 2 in her class, currently sitting at 12, but the rising junior already pulled off an upset earlier this event. In fact, might have pulled off a couple upsets. You look at what 2 was able to do. Obviously knocking off last year's girls 16s champion, Ishika Ashar, in the round of 64. Not a win over 33 seed Helani Williams in the round of 128 as well. Again, overlooked, unseeded, but making noise here on Anita too. It was just so solid off of both wings, so sound, nothing for free. And again, if this is the level we're getting here, there are some other matches I would love to pop in on, some really good ones later in the day. Capucine Jalfrey taking on Nicole Wong. Julieta Pareja taking on 33-seeded Catherine Lamb. How about Catherine Renard, the 17-seed against 6-seeded Victoria Osigwe. Thea Froden versus Lena Friedman. There are a lot of good ones up and down the board. Doesn't matter what you pick. Of course, top seed Akasha Urobo now on court. She's taking on Valerie Hsu. A lot of good matches for us to keep an eye on. Of course, the one we will be focused on here, our opening match here. Round of 32, 11-seeded Christasha McNeil. She'll serve first here, set number 2. And that's a fun way to start. Yeah, sound footwork, those little adjustment steps at the end there. Smooth pace on serve. Needs a game like this just to find that rhythm back. Just what the doctor ordered for 11th seeded Christasha McNeil. The easy hold to kick off set number 2. Again, this match has had a 3-set sort of rhythm, sort of pace from the jump. Tightly contested throughout. Of course, McNeil down a break from the majority of the opening set. Broke back for 4-all, right? Then was broken at 5-4. Broke back for 5-all, right? Was broken 4-6-5. Anita 2 able to hold with a sound service game from there. Alex Gruskin here, day 4 of these 2025 USTA Billie Jean King Girls 16s and 18s National Championships. Of course, the corresponding event happening over in Kalamazoo for the boys. It's a very fun week on the American Junior Tennis calendar, the one everyone looks forward to all season long. Opportunity to impress college coaches, opportunity to compete at the biggest of stages, the U.S. Open. Such a cool event with such an extensive history. Privilege for our crack rackets team to be on the call for it. Here comes the rising junior, Anita 2. It's just been steady, methodical, has had answers for everything. She'll step up to the line for her opening service game. And yet there's still that McNeil pace. It's another Love 30 opportunity. She had so many of these in the opening set. Failed to capitalize early. But another window here for Christasha McNeil to put a little scoreboard pressure on too. Well, you see the wheels just asking questions, the depth she's able to generate in those corners. Hand up, obviously, as she benefited from the net tape there, but it's impressive, really impressive. Breakpoint chances coming up. Ah. Well, it's really good defense off the racket of Anita, too. She kept asking questions, but blow by blow, Christasha McNeil able to draw the error, and with it, she grabs the early break. 2-love second set. We've got ourselves a ball game. Keeps the pressure coming forward. Gotta be willing to swing. Z is even down a set, and maybe that set deficit actually allows the 11 seed McNeil to loosen up. Certainly saw on display in set number 1 the firepower she possesses. Trading a couple of loose errors here. Early second set, we're settling in. About 90 minutes into this battle. Errors leak in every time McNeil's been able to maybe, I don't want to say grab the momentum, but have the pendulum start to swing her way. Just these wave of errors have leaked in, and so now Anita 2, a breakpoint chance right back. Anita 2 finds the line with it. She finds the break right back, and back on serve we go. 1-2 second set. The unseeded Anita 2. Inching closer and closer to an upset victory. Alex Gruskin here. It is certainly moving day. Day number 4. Round of 16 play in action in our girls' 16 singles draws. Still no results to report. Of course, as soon as we have them, we'll get them to you. Of course, you've got round of 32 play for the girls' 18s draw. All those matches started in the last 2 hours. So far, unsurprisingly, on a day where you'd expect the competition to heat up, no results to report thus far. Thank you, of course, to Lorne, Nick Kuehl, the entire team over at the Barnes Tennis Center. It takes so many people to put together an event like this to ensure all of these players have access to the practice courts, have access to the match times, just all the different things you need. You never know when something may emerge. And there's a reason this event can exist successfully for over a century. It's because of the care everyone puts into it. Again, you're going to associate the name Billie Jean King with your event. You have to bring your best, and certainly that's what the team at the Barnes Tennis Center does each and every year. Certainly bringing their best to this round of 32 battle. Anita 2 will serve. Back on serve 1-2 second set. That one sails long still. Strong service game for Anita. 2 physical rallies. You feel like the longer the rally, the more it benefits the rising junior from Florida, right in 2. Certainly some frustration setting in for the number 11 seed. Anita 2 holds for 2 all. The defense with the forehand slice, 2 just keeps coming up with answers. And again, the ease of technique for the 16-year-old. Does she have the definitive weapon of McNeil? Maybe not. As McNeil continues to get more comfortable, more consistent with that forehand, certainly you see the obvious upside of the 11 seed. But how about this rising junior? Boy, Anita, too, asks all sorts of questions. You heard the call there from McNeil. Ball must have just leaked a little long. Certainly looked that way as McNeil back to 30 all has to find her way to a hold here. That one's finished with authority. Must have felt good as well. McNeil game point chance from Love 30 down. Apologies as you see that. Hold on. Huh. Our apologies. Not sure exactly what's going on with the camera. Try to get that fixed on our end. Appreciate all of you being patient with us. Hopefully we can get a quick refresh. So appreciate all of you sticking with us. Again, obviously crunch time here. Try to get our cameras back up as quick as possible. Welcome back in, everyone. Alex Gruskin here. Apologies, I know our scoreboard is off. We'll try to get that reset here as soon as we get an update. Second set still ongoing. Christasha McNeil, the number 11 seed, looking to inch her way back, taking on the rising junior out of Florida, Anita 2. Yeah, it's a big rip. All right, so it's certainly 40-30 here for Christasha McNeil. Question is, what is that game score? And apologies, we are trying to get that set for you. Either 4-2 or 3-all here. Yanks the backhand cross a little wide, so it's a hold from McNeil. So we know she's got at least 3 on the board. The question is it 3-2? Is it 5-2? Excuse me, is it 5-2? Is it 4-3? 11th seed trying to work her way back. Round of 32 day for the girls 18 singles draws. A bunch of different matchups currently out on court. First woman through to the round of 16. How about Tianmei Wang? 17th seed, a 2-2 victory over Kaya Mo. So she is your first woman through to the round of 16. All of that action, 1 p.m. Eastern start tomorrow. Take that to at least 3-2. The question again, is it 5-2? Is it 4-3? Still waiting on one more update. Should have it for you here shortly. Looking at our girls 16's round of 16. Again, that action underway as well as anyone through to the quarterfinals. First player through to the quarterfinals. How about Brooke Kwan, the 33 seed? 6-love, 6-3. She knocks out 9th seeded Vanessa Cruz. So starting to see some results trickle in. Makes sense, right? We're about 2 hours from the start of all of those matches. Alex Gruskin here. Appreciate all of you with us as our coverage of these 2025 USTA Billie Jean King Girls 16s and 18s National Championships carry on. Suppose we'll find out here. Is Anita 2 serving to stay alive in the set? And again, our game scoring is off, but our point by point will be accurate. No, it's those little second serve return misses. Too many of them for McNeil. Certainly want a few of them back from today. Obviously, still has been a competitive match for the from the start. Remains the case. Leaks a little wide as apologies. Our camera starts jumping around one more time. Our apologies. We will take a quick break. Obviously, try to get that score set for when we get back. It's crunch time. Round of 32 day for the girls 18 singles draw at the USTA Billie Jean King National Championships. It's the best American junior tennis players in the world. It's why you want to stick around. We may have a deciding set coming up in this one shortly. Don't go anywhere. You're watching it all unfold exclusively here on the Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. Welcome back in, everyone. Alex Gruskin here. You wonder, why are there no players out on court? Well, it's because Krastasha McNeil closes out a 6-2 second set, so we will be going the distance here in our girls 18s round of 32 singles battle. Updating the scoreboard for all of us, so we will be set to go. Looks like both players have left the court. As again, the premier event on the American Junior Tennis calendar, these USTA Girls 16s and 18s Billie Jean King National Championships roll on. Again, have a couple of players through now already to the round of 16 in the girls 18s draw. Mentioned earlier, 17th seeded Tianmei Wang, 6-2, 6-2 win over Kaya Mo. How about top seed Akasha Urobo? She made quick work yesterday. Similar story today as the top seed, 7-6, 6-1, knocks out Valerie Hsu. She is through to the round of 16. Still got a bunch of action starting later today. A bunch of matches scheduled for 4:30. A bunch of matches actually scheduled for noon starts as well. They're all spread out across the Barnes Tennis Center. We will be back, of course, later this afternoon with more action as well. In the meantime, you see they're setting the new balls. I always like that. You got to do the ear test. Stakes, of course, so immensely high here, as mentioned earlier, the U.S. Open announcing a highest summary prize pool to date. First round exit at the U.S. Open, you're still going to get a $110,000 paycheck. Why is that significant? Well, of course, winner of the girls 18 singles draw at this event here at the Barnes Tennis Center, you're getting a main draw wild card. Opportunity to compete amongst the best of the best. Provide yourself with the sort of jump start of a paycheck that just will allow you the opportunity to pursue your pro dreams. Of course, the singles and doubles champions each awarded wild cards into that main draw. You've got a qualifying wild card for the girls 18 singles finalist. Of course, spots in the junior draw available for the 3rd, 4th, 5th place finishers in the 18s event. Of course, girls 16s champion will be competing in the main draw there in New York. It's an awesome opportunity, and you see how many past champions have capitalized on that opportunity. Jovic, Kruger, Volley-Nets, all in the top 115 of the current rankings, all players with top 100 career highs. Claire V. Gunway inside the top 225. Alyssa Ahn seeded at this year's event, the number 7 seed in the draw this year. Out on court right now, I believe, as she takes on, indeed, Sophie Su. So a lot of good players in action, of course. Last year's 16s champion Ishika Ashar knocked out by the 16-year-old, the rising junior Anita Tu. Let's see either of our players. Is it a 10-minute break between sets? It may just be. So we're going to step away in this moment as well. Obviously, as soon as we have players back on court, we will get back to our deciding set for all of you. One set, all the marbles. Don't go anywhere. You'll have it here exclusively on the Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. Welcome back in, everyone. Alex Gruskin here. Third set underway, deciding set, spot in the round of 16 on the line. Break between sets to allow each of these players to reset. Again, it will be a full deciding set. No tie breaks here when you've got U.S. Open wildcards on the line. Christina McNeil, the 18-year-old, the University of Texas commit, finished as the #1 recruit in her class according to tennisrecruiting.net. Top 50 in the ITF Junior World Ranking. She's the 11th seed, and she has herself a test in the Rising Junior from Melbourne, Florida, Anita 2. Some struggles with the second serve, no doubt, though, today for McNeil. Despite that strong second set, and we apologize for the technical difficulties during it. Should be clean the rest of the way. Way to find her rhythm after the break here. McNeil is going to have to swing. That forehand has decided the rhythm of this match to date. She's also had success with that, slowing things down, forcing Anita 2 to create some offense. That's when the errors have leaked in. The Rising Junior still learning to create. Such an exceptional counter-puncher already. To think about as this set progresses. No, misses it wide. So the opening hold for McNeil. One love deciding set. Again, full set played here in the main draw. For what it's worth, winner of this one to face 17th seeded Tianmei Wang. Wang, the straight set win earlier today. She is one of 2 players already through. Again, her and top seed Akasha Robo, who of course we featured yesterday, and each of them earning straight set victories here today. You look at the girls' 16s round of 16 mentioned earlier. We already had one player through to the quarterfinals in Brooke Kwan, another one through 17th seeded Hannah Eiralt. 6-love, 6-3. She knocks out 5th seeded Silvana Jalbert. So the 17 seed pulling off an upset. She is through. It's going to be a high level of tennis today. All this main draw action spread out across the beautiful Barnes Tennis Center in San Diego, California. Up to the line comes the rising junior Anita 2. Can she do anything to disrupt the rhythm of McNeil? Yeah, that's the rally McNeil wants to be in. That's a pattern she's more than comfortable. Forehands crossed, thank you very much. Especially with her feet already set. When she's hitting the forehand like that, you understand the accolades she's accumulated throughout the course of her junior career. Christasha McNeil, a chance to create separation. What a scoot from Anita, too. 2 hours in, she's still got wheels. Show you that one more time. Come on now. Finds a line, and with it, she finds the early break. Christasha McNeil out in front, 2-love. Here in the deciding set, what a start for the number 11 seed. It's just in rhythm. She's rolling. It's a really impressive level of tennis. Ugh, that forehand is firing now. Any Texas fans tuning in, you got to be excited about the prospects of the future Longhorn. Christasha McNeil finding forehands, finding her comfort. A chance to really separate here in the decider. All right, Anita 2, we see you. Full stretch volley, one for the highlight reel. The lead is extended. 3-love, 18-year-old Christasha McNeil. I mean, again, she had a million opportunities. Breakpoint chances. What was it? 3-2 and 4-3 in the opening set. Was unable to convert. Did finally break back for 5-all, only to give that break right away. Right into the hands of Anita 2, who was able to close out that opening set. But ever since, and certainly it has been a more counter-punching style of play for Anita 2. It's just a style of play that over the course of 3 hours is very difficult to sustain. So 3-love McNeil out in front, another break here, and you feel like, again, she can put 1 foot through to the round of 16. Of course, that's the round they're competing to reach. Here today, you've already had a couple of players through to the round of 16. Akasha Robo, Tianmei Wang, a bunch of other matches slated for noon Pacific time starts must now be officially underway. Next wave of matches coming at 4:30. fun matchups on the board there. As our coverage here of day 4 continues, here's the rising junior Anita 2. Has to find a hold here. Was able to play a little higher, heavier into that backhand corner in set number 1, but the errors have just been cut down from McNeil off that wing.
There you go.
Exactly the sort of service game Anita 2 was searching for, a chance to put a game on the board here in the deciding set, narrow the deficit. Yeah, that's really well done from McNeil. To hold for Anita 2. On the board she goes here in the deciding set. Still up a break. Christasha McNeil 3-1. And now, again, you start to feel the pressures of being the favorite. An eye on the round of 16. You got to focus on the task at hand. It's just that play. It's been the easiest play for either of our two competitors to turn to, and it's why McNeil finds herself in this position. Played that one too much down the center. And now all of a sudden it's a look for Anita 2. A little casual with the volley there. McNeil has to find the urgency once again. Uh-oh. Just like that, it is breakpoint chances back for Anita, too. A gutsy foray forward for McNeil. Anita, too, though, shows off the wheels and almost out of nowhere. The rising junior out of Melbourne, Florida, breaks back just like that. We are back on serve. 2-3 deciding set. We've got ourselves a battle. Of course, I'm still keeping my eye on the draws, seeing if any new results come in to update you on. Again, round of 16. We do have another wave of results in the girls' 16s draw. Top seed Carlota Moreno pushed in set number 2, but ultimately through 6-love 7-5 over 10th seeded Natalie Ka. So she is through to a date with 17th seeded Hannah Eiralt. 4-seeded Paige Wygotsky needed a couple of tie breaks yesterday. Today, simpler path, 6-1, 6-1, the number 4 seed through over Cara Garcia. So half our quarterfinals now set in the girls' 16 singles draw. Remember the winner of that, getting a wild card into the U.S. Open girls singles competition. Of course, in the 18s, round of 32 day. Still just 2 players through. Top seed Akasha Urobo, a straight set win earlier today. And then, of course, same for 17th seeded Tianmei Wang, who awaits the winner of this match. You see on your screen. And back to this match we go from 3-love to back on serve. Just a loose service game, no doubt about it. Yeah, right back she comes, pulverizes that forehand. No, it sails on her, so just like that, breakpoint chances right back for Christasha McNeil. This feels a little like set number 1 in reverse. gets a break right back. McNeil stays out in front 4-2. This feels like the pivotal game, the swing game of the match. Can Christasha McNeil find a way to separate? Consolidate the break lead here. Anita, too, has made a habit of just sticking around, asking questions, capitalizing whenever there's a lapse in level from the 11 seed. But there is no doubt the number 11 seed's forehand, the pace she can play with, it has dictated the rhythm of today's battle. McNeil steps to the line 4-2. My apologies, didn't realize that first serve had missed long. 15 all. No, I don't mind the redirect. I like the aggressive cut, but yeah, that one will hurt, no doubt about it. Backhand sails long on two. A couple backhand errors here. Uncharacteristic, almost, dare I say. Oh, the hustle, exceptional. Well, leaving nothing in the gas tank. You love to see the effort from Anita, too, but in the end, Christasha McNeil does get that invaluable hold for separation. 5-2 deciding set lead. What a hustle. Got to show you that one more time. Come on now. First of all, to track down this ball at the shoestrings. just lifted it over the net, but kept it so low. McNeil had to pop that next volley up. You know what? Let's show it one more time, because Anita, too, almost tracked it down. Covering all the corners of the court, getting her steps in, but the bold foray forward from McNeil, the Texas commit. A game away now from the round of 16. Of course, coming up next, our next battle going to start 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, to 1:30 Pacific. So about 45 minutes from now, we'll have another girls 18s round of 32 battle for you. Very excited. Third-seeded Monica Ekstrand taking on 17th-seeded Ava Rodriguez. Next woman through to the girls 18s, round of 16, Joanna Kennedy. A come-from-behind 4-6, 6-2, 6-3 victory for the 17th seed. So she advances. You expected we'd get some three-set thrillers today. Certainly have been treated to one here on center. Can Anita, too, the rising junior from Melbourne, Florida. She'll have a couple more opportunities out here in San Diego. She wants to keep her main draw U.S. Open hopes alive here today. She'll serve 2-5, deciding set. Well, there it is in a nutshell, the point construction, the pace. It's been really good from McNeil down the home stretch. Has just slowed things down for herself, cut out so many of the free errors she gave, particularly on return in set one. Just 3 points away from the round of 16. That forehand return, so explosive. 3 match points coming up for 11th-seeded Christasha McNeil. For me, the word that comes to mind is trust. Christasha McNeil trusting herself through some early errors, continued to swing big, continued to assert herself within this match. The number 11 seed, the senior out of New York, 18-year-old out of New York, through to the round of 16, 5'7", 6'2", 6'2". She advances past Anita 2. A tip of the cap to the rising junior 2. Had already pulled off a couple of upsets in this event. She is certainly a name to watch. Her mailbox will be filled with college coaches intrigued and offering her a spot on their rosters moving forward. But today belongs to the future Texas Longhorn, the 2023 Girls 18s National Clay Court champion, the current ITF junior number 46, Christasha McNeil, 47, through to the round of 16, a 3-set win, and now a date with 17th-seeded Tianmei Wang awaits. Looking forward to that battle tomorrow. Looking forward to our next battle. It'll start 40 minutes from now, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. Coming up on center court, 3rd-seeded Monica Ekstrand taking on 17th-seeded Ava Rodriguez. We'll have that for you as our final match on what is moving day. Day 4. Business end of the event begins. You don't want to miss out on the action. Of course, a thank you to the team at the Barnes Tennis Center. A thank you to the Kuehls, Lorne, Nick, everyone behind the scenes making these national championship events possible. We are so grateful here at Cracked Racquets to have the opportunity to shine a spotlight on the premier junior event on the American tennis calendar. Back at 4:30 p.m. for our next match. For now, signing off for everyone who contributes to our broadcast. I'm your host, Alex Gruskin. You're watching our Cracked Racquets exclusive coverage of the 2025 USTA Billie Jean King Girls 16s and 18s National Championships.